like the niggas, we talking bad about niggas, not in the sense of like he's a no good nigga. We just sitting here like, he throw good D, he can eat a mean box. We say shit like that. Like we sitting around being, now don't get it twisted, like when females have always talked like that, but not into a magnitude and a level of what we're at right now. Because I was sitting back, shout out to my sis April, we was sitting back chilling one day. You know how we do, blow one, whatever. And we just sitting there talking about niggas, this nigga, whatever. And I'm just sitting there in the back of my mind, like, damn, we sound like a bunch of niggas because we just sound so like, so careless, so carefree. It's like, nigga, are you coming through or not? Like, we talking like that when it used to be, back in the G, it was like a woman, she was, I don't approach, I don't really do things like that with, all these guys. And not saying that, we hoes and no shit like that. We're not to that level anyway. We just, we enjoy the company of a nigga. Shit, I mean, keep it all the way funky. That's just what it is. But then you, on the other side, you got niggas sitting around, they shooting the shit, but they talking, they throwing dirt about, the next nigga or the next girl. They be like, I fucked this one, and she did this, and this one she did that, and they saying names and shit, in which is not good, because it's like one or two things are gonna happen. Either them niggas is gonna run and tell that to somebody else, or they gonna try to hit that chick up to see if they can get the same kind of action. Facts. And I say that based on facts. Just know. Just understand it, because I've seen it. I've been around it. I ain't like it, but it's like, damn, dudes really do that. And then what pisses me off about you niggas, you new age niggas, I don't know if it's a new age or something or what I'm just dealing with, but it's like, y'all niggas, instead of having a conversation to get into the bottom of some shit, y'all just rather stop talking. And I'm like, who the fuck does that? Like, this is childish. Like, if you got a problem with somebody or an issue with somebody, don't hold it back like no bitch. It's like, nigga, you gotta grow a set and talk it out. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Like, a conversation ain't never hurt nobody. Ain't nobody gonna hit you. It ain't gonna, come to blows. Ain't nobody gonna die. It's like, we just exchanging words, and we just trying to get into a better mind state of, like, what's going on, because people just would much rather not address it and then pop back up as if, nothing happens. That happens, or then you just never talk to them again. So, people in general, I only deal with niggas, that's why I said niggas, but y'all gotta stop that shit. Like, that shit is wild annoying. Like, nobody likes that shit. Like, if you can't just say something, like, one word, one sentence, say something, but like not to say anything, it's like, that's the weakest shit you can do, my nigga. Like, you trying to ignore the problem and the issue as if that issue just disappears and goes away, and it doesn't, because it's like the elephant in the room. Like, it's always gonna be there. It doesn't matter how much time passes, because even if y'all can mend and even remotely work your way back, that question is gonna come up. So you might as well just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off, my nigga. Like, go ahead and get this shit over with. And then there's some situations I get that you don't even feel like touching on. Or you get to a point where you get tired of talking about the same shit. That's why I'm like, damn, nigga, it's just the Twilight Zone, bro. Like, seriously. Why do I have to keep repeating myself? Or why do I have to, say this so many times, so many different ways for a motherfucker to catch a clue? Like, I don't understand that. Like, you can tell me no one time, and that's it. Like, that's no. Cool. Moving on. New situation. And another thing, while I'm on it, hold on, let me sip my drink. Hold on. And another thing, y'all niggas, y'all gotta work on y'all's approach, bruh. Y'all approaching the females these days, like, it put me in a bad mood. So here's the story section of the Twilight Zone. So I'm chilling, whatever. Somebody inboxes me on Facebook. Yo, what's up? Like, I don't know what you want me to say to you. Like, what's going on? All right, no, what are you doing? Nothing. Okay. You still smoke? It's like, what the fuck? Like, why is that a leading question? You don't know nothing about me, but you want to know if I still smoke. Yeah. We should smoke one day. No, we shouldn't. I was like, nigga, what do you want? Do you want to get to know me, or do you want to smoke one? Because either way, the way you've led into this is not going to happen, because you lead in with stupid shit. I'm an adult. I'm 30 fucking years old, my nigga. you don't talk to me like you would talk to any other female. I'm not that. And you should know that. Like, based off of anything that you see, you should know that. And it's like, you're not going to get to know me over a blunt. That's not happening. Because Red don't smoke with everybody. And I just don't get down like that. That's never been my thing. So it's not going to happen with you. You want to get to know me. Get to know me sober. Sober means fun, too. Get to know that. Start, y'all just can't jump into shit. Y'all want to skip past the courting and the dating and just get into just the shit. Y'all just want to jump right in heads first. You can't do that. Not with me. And furthermore, I'm not a sack chaser. I ain't hard pressed for nothing. I'm a grown ass woman. I work every fucking day, get my own bread, take care of everything. Not trying to say that in a way of like, nigga, I don't need you. But it's like, you gotta bring something more to the table besides what you trying to hand me. That ain't gonna work. Like, that's not gonna work. And I don't understand why any other female would accept that, but that's just them on a personal level, on a self-esteem level. Like, that's just them. That ain't me. That ain't Red, bruh. Like, I'm not hard pressed off that shit. No company, no conversation. Nigga, I got I work on 2 podcasts. It's like, I ain't tripping off on none of that shit. Like, you gotta come. I'm not saying you gotta come with something, extravagant, but it's like, you gotta come with something though. Like, don't be showing up empty-handed. Shout out to my cousin Lucky, because she was chopping it up. I think it was like a week ago, probably a couple weeks ago. And she's like, at 30, there's 3 things a man gotta have when he steps to you. 3 things, and these are non-negotiable. He gotta have a job, he gotta have a car, and he gotta have a place to stay. That's it. Everything else, we can, we'll draw up contracts and we'll, work out the details like that. But all those 3 things, she's spot on, because, when I got my first car, when I was 22, I got my first car. So I was just out. I'm driving. You know how you get when you get a whip. You just like, I drive everywhere. I got it. You don't care. So it got to a point where, I'm never going to put myself in this position again. That's why it's kind of hard for any dude to really get close to me. But I was fucking with this dude, and he's a little street nigga. Dope, you know what I'm saying? He's cool as shit. And I'm like, hell yeah, we about to be, on. So every day, I was working like a little bullshit job. I think I was working at Target. So it was like hit and miss with the money days, whatever. So every day that I wasn't working, I was, driving down the way. I'm kicking in with him and his people. We doing this, whatever. And then, I take him to work, or I pick him up from work, or do something like that. And then come to find out, like, dude was still fucking with BM. BM was playing on my phone, of course, whispering and shit, until she realized I'm a grown ass woman. You gotta talk to me. Like, call me with your regular voice. Don't cuss me out. We can have a conversation. We can actually get to the bottom of some shit. So she was like, oh, well, shit. He told me he was just using you for a ride. Oh, okay, bet. A nigga ain't got a ride from me since, my nigga. Seriously. If he ain't coming up off no gas money, he ain't getting in my car. Like, if he ain't fam, he's not. Like, if it's a dude that I want to try to get with or have a relationship with, and he just think he just gonna hop in on my dime and ride this and all that shit, no, that ain't happening. Can't nobody. It don't take you one time to burn me, my nigga. I'm out. And from that point on, it's always been, well, shit, I don't know what you gonna do. Like, shorty, you coming up off 10 or 15 or 20, my nigga, I don't know, because I ain't got no ride for you. I ain't got no rap for you. I don't like that feeling. I don't use nobody else. So I for damn sure ain't about to let nobody use me. Like, that shit ain't about to pop on no level. Like, that's not going down. So you can kill that noise. But that's why I was like, damn, nigga, we really in the Twilight? It's like, seriously, y'all. And throughout my breaks of what I got to say, I'm really going to ask you that question. And you got to really sit back and think about that shit. Like, damn, are we really in an alternate universe where, women got to be the man and now men want to be women? And then you got, the social media shit is getting out of control. Like, it's out of hand. So crazy, to the point where you got grown men on Twitter, on IG, in the comments, having these back and forths with people, and it's like, my nigga, you a grown ass man, and if you don't know this person, then it's like, what's the point of having this back and forth with this person? It ain't worth it. You gotta have a tough skin. Not saying every once in a while you ain't gonna get tight and want to say something, but it's like, is it really worth it? Like, you gotta stop and ask yourself, is it worth it? So in the past, I think I took like a week off. So in the past 2 weeks, you had Kanye, and I love Kanye, and I'll be to see him next month. Can't wait for that shit. But the nigga got on stage and was just like, talking cash shit about Jay. And it's like, if you my nigga, come see me, don't call me. And it's like, damn, nigga, he called you. Like, I'd have been mad if a nigga never even reached out to me if, my family had been in a situation like that. But niggas ain't never satisfied. And it's like, but my problem with that is that there's a time and a place for everything. And if it's supposed to be like your brother, whatever you want to fucking call him, and you have his number, for you to get on stage in a public arena where everybody has cell phones and that shit's gonna go viral within 2 seconds of you saying that shit, that just sound like some bitch shit to me. Like, nigga, it's not that deep for you to get on stage and, bark all this shit. Yeah, we know Kanye crazy. We say it all the time. That nigga crazy, bro. Like, and he is, because sometimes it'd be funny, sometimes it'd be understandable. But in this situation, if you got somebody's number and you legit have a problem with them, just reach out to them. Like, damn, like, quit acting like the cell phones don't work. Like, you can't have a conversation to sit down with that person. Then you got, Soulja Boy going off on Lil Yachty, whatever fuck you want to call him. They going back and forth over some chick, and then chick get thrown in the middle, and Soulja Boy is just being so, belligerent, and it's clear like he's still on that shit, bro. Like, if you remember a couple years back with who was that, Cat Stacks, I think it was her name. She basically like exposed him. He had so much cocaine and shit. Hold on. Mm-hmm. He had so much cocaine and shit. Like, he be tooting. He be out here lying, doing extra shit, and they going back and forth over this woman, and it's just like, why y'all doing all this shit on social media? If y'all have each other's number, once again, as a grown man that y'all want to go around and call yourself, you need to, act yourself, act accordingly, put yourself accordingly to that, because you can't keep on saying this shit and then not matching up your walk with it. You feel me? Like, you really gotta be a grown ass man. Ain't gonna get on social media and go back and forth, or he ain't gonna, get on stage in a public, arena and, do all this extra rah-rah for whatever. And I get it. Like, yeah, you have every right to be upset, but it's like, if that, like I said, if that's your man's, like, you want to claim it's your dude's, then just go, hold a conversation with that nigga. Like, it's not that hard. It ain't deep. Excuse me. It's nothing that's that deep. Like, I might call this the burp episode. Shit, this Sprite got me burping and shit. It's authentic. We'll say that. Let me see. There's some other shit going on that it just make you go, dude, what? What's up with okay, so back on the social media tip. What's up with these dudes like rocking wigs and female, mannerisms and shit? Like what is that funny now? Like, did Tyler Perry open that gate up for those people? Because it's not, it was funny at first, and now so many years removed from it when it actually started, shit ain't even funny no more, bro. Like, it's straight face material. Like, you sound like an idiot, and it's like, why do you bride yourself as a straight man to put on a woman's wig and to have the mannerisms down pack and all that shit? Like, come on, bro. Like, that sounds wild, stupid, and to tie up more stupid shit, to ask the question, my nigga, seriously, are we in the Twilight Zone? Lil Wayne, bro. So, not saying that, everybody is entitled to their opinions. Of course, I'll keep saying that because it's so true. Everybody's entitled to it. I'm not entitled to understand it, though. I'm not entitled to respect it. Do whatever you want to do. But in this situation, you got Lil Wayne, and to set up what they're trying to put him in a bubble. His baby mamas and shit. They say Wayne lives in his own little world, his own little bubble. And so when stuff happens, then, he's not really, moved by it, whatever. Basically saying, what I took from that is that he lacks empathy for anybody else besides himself, and I guess his kids or whatever. That's what I took from it. So he got on Nightline, and I'm trying to figure out why they had him on Nightline. I do know he dropped a book, but Nightline though, like Nightline used to be, serious news. This is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? We're not here for the pleasantry.